Morning, folks. How are you on this beautiful Saturday? Actually, it's not that beautiful, is it? It's a bit grey. We are here to talk to you about the latest episode of...
If I just say no, I've got a spot and I know I know it's there, so don't.
So don't look at the spot.
Don't look at that.
We're going to talk about the latest episode of American Horror Story.
I can't not look at it. All I can see is the spot. I can't see
it. If you just shut up about the spot, it'll be fine.
Are we swearing or not?
Oh, there, might have lost you for a second. Yeah, so anyway, American Horror Story Chapter 5 was on the other day. What did you think?
I looked away a lot because it was a bit scary and gory and violent. Are they normally that violent?
This season's been that scary. Obviously, message in if you want to talk about American Horror Story, if you've got any questions about it, or if you've got some feedback if you've seen this week's episode. So the basic overall plot... Evan Peters.
God.
Turns up after 5 episodes, or 4 episodes so far. Does his stuff. Turns out he's dead all the time.
Describe.
Hey, I'm doing the plot summary. Hold this.
Right, sorry.
Right. Cannibals.
it was shite. Brilliant.
It was shite. It says Candy Kisses. Oh, come on. I thought it was the best one so far, but that's because everything was thrown at the screen and stuff happened. Cannibals came along. Why not? They were eating Elias jerky. I want some Elias. I want them to brand Elias jerky. I'll have it. I'll eat it. Everything just went crazy. It was like a bit of a roller coaster. It just went nuts, didn't it? And then it all seemed to end. So we might get a fresh start for the next episode. It might all.
Well, you think that it's going to switch over to the. So you've got the reenactment and you've got the real characters. You think it's now going to switch over?
Yeah.
So no more Cuba Gooding.
Well, so anyway, let's talk about Evan Peters even. Edward Mort. So he built the house, supposedly. Oh no, he didn't build the house, did he? He came along with all his paintings. He had a...
Camera's over there.
Had a, what are you saying? The camera's over...
You keep looking over there.
I'm looking at you, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
That's how you interact with me.
Sorry.
That's how this works. You talk to me about the thing we saw. So yeah, he comes along with all his paintings. He has a gay interracial relationship.
Gay and interracial in the 1500s.
So he literally did everything he possibly could throw at the screen, really. Yeah. And what you didn't like him at all, did you? You were quite.
I thought it was awful. I thought you hammered Johnny Depp for gradually getting more and more ridiculous and. Not like Keith Richards. In Dark Shadows, where he has the English accent and everything is like, we must away to the...
Yeah, it might be because I like Evan Peters and I don't like Johnny Depp anymore.
But it was like...
I think it's fun to have a super camp character come in occasionally and just, up it. Okay, what's your point? Come on.
It was like he's from the local theatre group or something. Do you know what I mean?
I disagree. I mean, it wasn't his best role. I think he always adds a high camp factor to it, and I quite enjoyed. Well, I was just happy to see him there. I like that he came in mixed up. I really like the effect where when he walks through the dark, you see him as a skeleton.
You've stitched up your argument by saying you were just happy to see him there.
I was happy to see him. I've been waiting. He's a mainstay of the series. He's been in the titles for the whole entire thing. And then he hasn't been in it, and then he turned up. Okay, it wasn't his best thing. It seems to be a 1-episode deal. He seems to have come and done his stuff and left. But it was good to see him.
Would you agree that to the niche audience of American Horror Story fans, they would love Evan Peters, but to the casual observer, which will take their rating more like the 5 million they got on the first episode, they're down to 2.8 million now, the casual fan wouldn't necessarily like it. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think the casual fan might be slightly confused by it because I think it is definitely a star turn that was necessary. And it wasn't the only star turn either because we had Frances Conroy who's been in, I don't think she was in Hotel, but she was in most series and she's always great. She was the mum cannibal, which you completely forgot was even a character until I reminded you a few minutes ago. You forgot about her completely, didn't you? Mama cannibal.
I do have issues with my memory.
Alright. So you didn't really remember the cannibals at all, did you?
I got scared. I had to look away at the cannibal-y moments.
Sorry, Candy said, Also, if the spirits can come inside, why wait outside? Hack them up already, because the lead female's face has no expression. As in Sarah Paulson, I do agree. Sarah Paulson, like you like Sarah Paulson more than I do. I'm not a massive.
I like the kind of realism of her character. I think she's less.
I find her really overacting.
What, and you don't find Evan Peters?
She's just like,
that's ridiculous.
Oh, Matt!
That's
all the time running through there. I don't know.
Nonsense.
That's why I think they picked her, because they picked her for the reenactment, and then they had the other lady whose name I can't think of right now as the real person, because I find her general style is quite acty. Anyway, you
yes, for the realism. Sarah agrees.
Yes, for the realism. You agree with Sarah Paulson. Like she's more of a actor, I would say.
Yeah.
And the same with Cuba Gooding. He's definitely.
Do you think the second half is going to be more realism or more? Well,
you're jumping about all over. I've got a little list of things to cover, and you're going straight to the end. So ties to chapter 5. So the thing that's been running through this whole look, if you don't follow a script, then everything descends into anarchy.
Carry on.
Ties into chapter 5. So basically, each chapter we've had is tied into a previous season, and the 6th episode of each season has tied in. And this one, I don't see how it did that. It didn't seem. I know that you haven't watched it. Personally, I can't see how they could have done that. But yeah, season. So I mean, the only thing I can think is that the next one will be episode 6 of season 6, and if we're always tying back to, there isn't a previous example to tie back to, so that's why there's going to be a fresh start. Maybe, I don't know. The only thing I can think is Evan Peters being extremely hammy like he was in Hotel as the thing to tie it back to the Hotel. But if you guys, do you guys know how it ties back to Hotel? Because I didn't notice. There might be a way. Yeah, so we've already talked about the cannibal hillbillies. There is this thing about how until this certain moon, none of the ghosts could kill anyone. So how did Flora's dad get killed? And I think that the hillbillies must be responsible for that. They've never really explained how Flora's dad got murdered by ghosts that couldn't kill anyone. So I'm assuming that's how he died. So yeah, okay, you've talked about it quite a few times. The ending seemed to finish, and it seemed to be ready to move on to something completely different for the next episode. It seemed to tie it all up, and it looks like we're going to go into something completely fresh for the next episode. What are you doing?
Waiting to say something.
What do you think? Like,
I was going to ask you, what do you think? What do you think the second half? Will it be more realism and the the people who've been talking to the camera based on where they go, or will it be more in the house? They're going to end up back in the house, aren't they? Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
They have to.
I mean, it is called My Roanoke Night.
Will they revisit the house now? That's what I think.
I think my speculation, which was completely incorrect about the Pigman thing, although I wasn't the only person that said that Evan Peters was going to be Pigman. I think that somehow it's going to go one of two ways. Either we're going to follow on of the real life Shelby and Matt, or...
That's a good point as well, sweetie. Got to be the documentary team visiting.
You think it's going to be...
That's a good shout, isn't it?
Yeah, well, or I think it's going to be the actors, and then we'd be able to see all of them out of their costumes and stuff, but then you get more of Sarah Paulson and Cuba Gooding as, like, real people as opposed to Shelby and Matt. I don't know, you could follow the cast or the actual setting of the reenactment group, because I think that they'll want to use them more.
You do?
Yeah, I don't know, and then it would be like
I think they're done. I don't think we'll see them again. I think it will be the...
You think all of them are out?
I think the... Oh no, because you're right, it would be every single one of them,
I just like the feeling they might have been filming on location, the reenactments, and then stuff might start happening to the actors. That's what I think might happen, but that's kind of what I hope will happen. I think that'd be quite good fun. What about you guys? What do you think?
Can you answer that?
What the hell's with Kathy Bates? Well, that's your question. You really don't buy the Kathy Bates accent.
Well, do you remember that? Do you remember that interview that Russell Crowe did when? What movie did he do? And the interviewer. Yeah, the interviewer said, "Is there a bit of Welsh in your accent?" And Russell Crowe argued that it was like this really carefully thought out, accent. So I'm sure Kathy Bates has got some kind of idea,
My theory on Kathy Bates, because again I have a vested interest and I think she's awesome, is that I think she's trying to create something slightly different because she's meant to be a pilgrim over from the UK, and speculating on an accent that wouldn't sound much like anything we've got records of. So I think she's trying to, I mean, it's kind of similar to Lady Gaga's accent, and they were supposedly from the same-ish time, I guess. But hey, Tom says we haven't seen the actual ghosts yet, just actor ghosts. That's really good and true. Yeah, that's true, because we haven't ever seen anything of... So you think we're going to get different actors in to play the real versions of the ghosts? That'd be fun. Yeah, I mean, there's loads of people we haven't seen yet as well, acting-wise. Also, Lady Gaga, horniness is lost on me.
Yeah, she wasn't in the last one, was she?
Yeah, that was something I thought was weird, because if we do tie back to Hotel in this episode, we're sitting in really awkward positions, by the way.
It's the only place there was light.
You'd have thought they'd have more of Lady Gaga, because that was her big intro, season 5. So I'm surprised if that theory is correct, that they're linking back. Where has she gone? And do we care anymore?
But didn't you say when she was there, she was in charge of everybody, wasn't she? She could control...
What, in season 5?
Couldn't she... No, in the last episode, couldn't she control the butcher as well?
Well, she was the one that gave the butcher her power, wasn't she? So yeah, she's like the big baddie in some ways.
Maybe she'll be the main villain in the second half then. Something
else that I thought was interesting was when everything did just go nuts, and they suddenly brought back the kind of Japanese ghost character, the inspired by the Ring type of thing. That was kind of thrown in there. They just seemed to throw a lot of stuff in, didn't they, this time?
Japanese family, wasn't it?
Yeah, like, I want to see the real butcher. Yeah, that'd be good. Who would play the real butcher, though?
If this was a computer game, the butcher would be the second from last boss, and Lady Gaga would be the last boss.
But has she built up enough respect to be that yet? She's just kind of popped up and gone bleh in the background a few times and then gone away.
Dunno.
Do you feel scared or care particularly about Lady Gaga's character at this point?
I'm more scared of the butcher.
Yeah, and the bit like where she ran out of the bonfire was quite fun, I thought. I want to know who's the mother of the twins they found. Was it not the mother from the Cannibals, the Frances Conroy character? I thought she was the mother because they were saying he took away... I mean, I want to know who the father is because it sounded like it was one of the hillbillies was like doing some incest with his mum. That was my impression. But Elias Jerky, I want to try some of that. I'm glad that they brought him back because it did seem like he was dead, didn't it? I don't know.
You said incest and I giggled.
Because you're an idiot.
An idiot.
Yeah, you are. Also, why fucking stay? They have truck. Yes, no, totally agree. They should have left a long time ago. Flora can jump, like, she's had her chance. It's too late for her. I did like when Angela Bassett drove back, and what was her line that she said as she drove back? Get in the car! That was quite fabulous.
She's a badass, though, isn't she?
She's a badass chick.
Yeah.
Anyway, the dope son. I checked back. Nope. The dope son. Sorry? Am I being silly? I don't understand.
I don't know what that means.
The dope son. As in a different twin, are we talking about? I don't understand, I'm sorry.
I want to go to Bury.
Right, we have to get off because Ben has got a gig in Bury. Do you want to plug it?
No, I just want to go there.
Okay, we're going to Bury. Ben's going to do a gig. And my storage is almost full. My phone's just told me. Oh, right, yeah. His father, sorry. Yeah, no, I reckon it might be... I think it's an incest job on that one. Anyway, thanks, guys. Obviously, we'll pick up any messages after, but yeah, we better get him to Bury, otherwise he's going to miss his gig. Bye! Thank you, bye!